Hi parents. Today's topic is all about firmness and fairness. So I wanted to start by saying we all probably had our favourite teacher at school when we think back. When I think back, it was Mrs. Kennedy, my food tech teacher.
You're right.
I just loved her. She was just great. But the one thing that she probably did better than any other teacher was she was firm and fair.
Yeah.
And she only had to look at me and I knew.
Yeah.
I knew. But at the same time, got my best results in her class.
Yeah, I'm probably the same.
You know, I did really well in that class because I knew exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I also knew that she was just extremely fair and I felt really safe and trusted.
Yeah.
I had a trust relationship. I guess for restorative practices, they're two key elements.
They are the two key elements. And I think this kind of stands the test of time, doesn't it? The favourite teachers that we all had. Yep. Mine was Mrs. Maslow.
Yep.
You know, we've all got them in our heads, you know, and most of us would describe that favourite teacher as being firm and fair.
Yeah.
They kind of got both parts of it right. They knew what both elements were.
Yeah.
So firmness, what we know is about boundaries. It's about expectations.
And high expectations. High expectations.
And the limits of how far you can go.
You just knew.
Yeah. The fairness is about support, encouragement,
equity,
nurturing,
treating people
kindness, love, all of those really soft kind of aspects. And what happens is that when a teacher gets that right, they set a really high expectation and they give you all the support you need to reach it. And so what we know is that teachers that kind of get it a bit wrong, and we all do. You know,
there are times when we all do.
I could get too firm when I was a teacher, you know, so I could, get a bit and find myself doing things to the students. That's how I know is that the word "to" pops up. When I get too firm, I'm finding myself, I do this to you, drive it out. I do something to you.
And then there's the opposite.
When we get too fair.
Yeah, well, we get to almost do it for them. Hey,
it's all right.
Let's get this. I've got the answer sheet up there.
I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. And the kids are sitting there doing nothing because we're doing everything for them.
Yeah.
I guess you do find some teachers from time to time that go, we do neither. I'm not firm or fair. Yep. And we would say they're not doing much at all. We get that. Look, occasionally you just get super tired and whack a video on or something. But, we don't want people to stay there. We want them to do the work required to get back to both firm and fair.
Yeah.
And the word we use to describe that is working with the students.
Really important word.
So we say that when we work with them, when we've got really high expectations and when we are really clear and explicit about the supports required so the kids can reach it. Yep. And it just looks like kind of classrooms that look like they're working on a key project, a group project with an influential and authoritative leader in the classroom working with them.
And everyone feels comfortable and their needs are being met.
So instead of teachers being at the front of the room and barking or doing all the work, we're saying, no, we're pointing the group in the right direction. Yep. We're giving them all the tools, we're giving them all the guidance, and we're getting them activated as well in doing the work. And we reflect on, in a restorative school, we just reflect all the time on how firm and fair we've been. If we get it wrong, because we do, we just make some adjustments, fix it up.
And that's exactly what we do. We reflect which window we're in. Are we in the working with, or are we to them, or are we not doing enough?
Yep. And
as we walk out of the classroom, we go, right, got to get back into that working with.
So it's getting into the habit of being firm and fair and getting in the habit of reflecting on it and making adjustments is all we're really looking to do.
So just wondering, who was your favourite teacher and what were the things that they did that made your time at school enjoyable?